For today's class, all you need is one set of weights. We're gonna be on the mat for a little bit, so if you have a carpeted floor, you're good to go. If not, make sure you grab a mat for yourself. Feet about hip distance apart. We're gonna start with arms up overhead. Bend your knees, take it to a squat, arms sweep back behind your body. Sweep it back, sweep them up, down, up, lower, lift. As you bend those knees, you shoot those hips back behind you. Weight is midfoot to the heel. Those arms reach up to the sky. You soften your shoulders down from your ears. As your arms push back, squeeze into the triceps, squeeze into the upper mid back. Warm up that back body. We're gonna hold those arms up to the sky. We're gonna stay standing tall. Hands will come to prayer pose. 8 more, 8. As you warm up, get a little lower. 4, 3, hold the arms up. 2, stand tall, stay tall. Hands in prayer pose. We're gonna take a side bend out. Take it over, side lunge, and take it over. Not a side bend. We're gonna get some twisting going on soon. Take it to that side lunge, step it out, and out. So a side lunge, you bend one knee, the other leg is straight. We're stretching through the inner thigh for that opposite leg. Bending this opposite knee, sending your hips back behind. As we take this to the side lunge, we're gonna start to twist towards that knee. We're gonna twist, bring it center, twist, twist. Big inhales and exhales. We're gonna go back to those squats when we complete these last 8. 8, push off that heel. 7, sink down a little bit deeper. 6, 5, keep your core engaged, really wring out the waist. 3, 2, take it center, hold, arms are up, reach high, and then squat low. Up, down, up, down. Remember, soften those shoulders down from your ears. Stand tall, lifting your heart. Then bend your knees. Drop down as low as you can go. Weight midfoot to the heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Release the tension in the foot. Push those arms back, squeeze your triceps. Watch that your knees are tracking. What I mean by that is when I bend my knees, I'm watching that my knees are not buckling in or pushing out. 4, stay tall in 3, 2, stay tall, hands in prayer pose, take it out for that side lunge, over and up, over and up. When we side lunge, we're hinging at the hips, belly is lifted, spine is lengthened. Push off of that heel to stand, up tall, low, high. That opposite leg is straight, stretching out through those adductor muscles. Get low, push up. When you're ready for it, take it to a twist. Twist to that knee. Twist, twist. Since our hands are in prayer pose, let's push them together. Let's engage and warm up through the chest. Push those palms together. Last 8. 6, and then we grab those weights. 4, get lower. 3, 2, and stand up tall. Grab your weights. They're gonna go into one hand, same arm, that leg's gonna step back. Step your leg back. You're gonna go into a lunge position. Hold on to these weights, both of them in one hand. We're gonna row. Elbow's gonna go wide for 1. It's gonna go narrow, close to the body for 1. So we're gonna roll the elbow back. We're gonna take it back, then down, then row, pull. Pull elbow wide, pull elbow narrow. You can take that opposite hand onto your thigh. I'll turn sideways. You can rest it on the thigh. If you wanna go to a deeper lunge and get your forearm on there, you could do that too. It's really up to you for today. What feels best for you, what feels good for you. When you're rowing the elbow back, I want you to think of engaging through the upper mid back, engage through the rear deltoid back of the shoulder. Have a little bit of room behind you because we're gonna start to lift a leg. The leg that's behind you right now, that's the leg that's gonna lift. When the elbow rows narrow, that's when you're gonna lift that leg. You're gonna lift it up, down, then the arm. Again, up, down, elbow wide, elbow narrow, leg up, leg down, elbow wide. So we're balancing on that front leg for a brief moment here. I'm gonna focus on keeping my shoulders level and even. When I look at Stephanie, I see she's doing a really good job keeping those shoulders level and even. If you're not sure if you're doing a good job keeping your your shoulders level and even, all you have to do is draw a line across your shoulders from shoulder to shoulder. Up and wide and up. One more time, then we're gonna pick it up. Let's pick it up. Take it up, wide elbow, pull, wide elbow, pull, wide elbow, pull. 8 more, 8. 7, squeeze your glutes on the way back. 6, 5, you can always keep your foot down. 4, or go a little slower. 3, 2. Last time, stand up tall, bicep curl. Up, down, feet about hip distance apart. Opposite hand can come right to your hip. Squeeze deep into the belly of the bicep with each curl. Release with control. If 2 weights doesn't feel good for you to use today, set one down. Lower that arm and lift. Bend it and straighten it. We're gonna add on a squat. We practiced those squats in warm-ups earlier, so we could do them again now. We got a good hold of it. We know what it's supposed to feel like. We're gonna bend those knees, shooting our hips back in 4, 3, 2, and take the hips back with us. We're gonna take them back. Back. Remember, you're gonna wanna focus on keeping that elbow by your side. We're focusing on that bicep here. So what I wanna watch is that I'm not swinging my arm forward and back. I'm gaining some control of it, keeping that elbow right by my side. I'm always gonna give you an option to get your heart rate elevated or an option to make it a little bit more challenging for you. Your option today is a step out when you squat, stepping it out wide and getting down lower. We don't have too many of these, so if you wanna choose this option, go for it. I think you can do it. I have confidence in you. Just 8. Get low. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stand tall, opposite hands. Take those weights in there. Step that opposite leg back. Get low into that lunge. We row wide. We row narrow. We row wide and narrow. So this other hand, it could be on my hip. It could be on my thigh. I can even get into a lower lunge to where I'm super low to the ground and I'm down with my forearm on my thigh. That works too. I'm gonna check out Stephanie for a moment. Her spine is lengthened and long. Her belly is lifted, shoulders are level and even. Perfect stuff. Pull back. Now I want you to initiate this movement from the back of the body. So don't get confused. We're not heave-hoeing to get it up. We're using control with this movement. Pull with control, squeeze the shoulder blades in, hug that left shoulder blade if it's your left hand into the right. Hug the right shoulder blade if it's the right arm holding the weights. You wanna hug that shoulder blade in. Pull wide, pull narrow. Again, wide, narrow. I'm gonna take my hands and draw a line across my shoulders. I'm gonna see, do I have a nice straight line? Yes, okay, great. Am I watching that my neck is long, so I'm gazing slightly out in front of my body? Yes, okay, that's great. That's what I want. Is my belly lifted? Yes, perfect. We're gonna add on that leg lift behind if you're ready for it. So the leg is gonna come up, down, elbow wide. Your leg comes up, down, elbow wide. Up, down, elbow wide. That leg lift is adding a little balance challenge for you. If your balance is just not there today, which some days it is, some days it isn't, that's okay. You don't have to leg lift. Continue working with those weights. Continue working with those arms. And if the weights don't work for you today, get rid of those too. Just keep your body moving with me, okay? Stay with me with this. 2 more. 1 more time, then we're gonna pick it up. Let's pick up the pace. Take it wide, narrow, pull, 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 yes. Up, 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 up. Last 8, finish strong here. 6, then we go to biceps. 5, I know that, stable legs, feeling it. 3, 2, last time, and stand tall, curl up and down, up, down. We're gonna be taking it to those squats. Right now, we wanna think about elbow by the side of the waist. Squeezing into those biceps when your elbows bend. Releasing with control when the arm straightens. 4, 3, add that squat. In 2, regular squat. Take it to a regular squat when we bend the elbows. Down and up, down, down. Remember, those knees are tracking. I'm watching that they're not closing, they're not opening. I'm thinking about my feet on the floor. Think about your feet stretching the ground apart. Send those hips back. Soften through the hip flexors in the front. Shoot your hips behind, tailbone back. Step out if you want to make it a little extra challenging for yourself. Step out, step in. Get low, get tall. We don't have many of these. Then we're done with the weights for the entire rest of the class. So now's your time. Get it while you can. Last 8. 6. 4 to go. Got to stop. 3, 2. Last one. And stand tall. Stand at the edge of your mat. The weights can go down wherever. Face in towards your mat. Go ahead and take a big inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge. Take hands down. Just pedal those legs a few times. Release any tension in your low back. Walk out to that gorgeous, perfect plank of yours. Shoulders over wrists. Heels above the toes. Hands on that mat, push down. Pull your belly up, nice long spine. Crown of the head reaches forward. 2 counts pike up, 2 counts lower down. We're up, down, and down. I'm gonna take a moment and I'm gonna be right back on the mat. I wanna point something out. As Stephanie is piking, she's coming up to her toes, lifting her hips up as if there's a rope around her waist, pulling her hips up to the sky. That's the idea behind a pike. Then lowering down to a plank, mindful that the hips stay level and even and she's not dipping down too low in that plank. Scoop your abdominals each time you lift. 4. Alternating knee pulls in 3. 2, push away from the ground, work your upper body with this. Last one. Hold your plank, alternate knee pulls. 1 and the other. Pull and pull. Watch those hips stay level and even. Belly lifted, strong upper body. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging for yourself, go to mountain climbers. Take it in. You can always hold your plank. You can always come to your knees in your plank. You can always come to your forearms. Keep marching or mountain climbing. 10, 9, 8, 7. You can do this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees down. Child's pose stretch, or what we call it in bar intensity, a lat stretch. And that's where your arms are lengthened and long. Your hips shoot back behind you. You drop your forehead to the ground. Then we'll take it to a shell stretch where you round the spine, scoop the abdominals. Press out again, lat stretch or child's pose. One more time, scoop the abdominal, shell stretch. Take a seat on your bottom. Have a little bit of room there for your legs to reach out in front of you. You're gonna go ahead from here, take your forearms down. Push down into your forearms and lift your chest. Watch that we're not collapsed. We're gonna push up through here. Then what I want you to do is focus on just tipping the tailbone under. You're gonna round the low back. Round. Scoop the abdominals. Press your waistband down into the mat. So my forearms are down, they're supporting me. I'm pushing into the ground with my forearms with my hands. I'm scooping my abdominals. Exhale. Round the low back. 4, 3, 2. This one hold, scoop, hold, hold. Draw your knees together. Lift up to table. Stretch your legs out. Pull them in towards your face. Pull in, out, in, out. So it's not a full leg lower. I'm focusing on a little bit more of tilting that pelvis under. Scooping the abdominals in. Pulling the pelvic floor up. Pull in. 4 more. 4, 3, scissor kicks in. 2, hold on 1. Now scissor kick. Take one leg and switch. Switch. Continue to press down into the ground. Strong upper body supporting you. Remember that low back is rounded for these. Kick, kick. Feel those hamstrings get that stretch as you pull that thigh in. In, in. We bicycle in 4, 3. Keep moving. 2, bicycle. We take it out, out. Keep your core engaged. Think pelvic floor lifted. Think tuck and scoop. Press the low back in towards the ground. Push down into your elbows and forearms. Both legs push out in 4 and they hold out. And 3, 2, push both legs out, hold. Now one knee in and out. Now other knee in, out, in. Think push, in. Think reach, in, reach. We're going to triceps after this. Let's get these abs while we're down here. Woo! 4, don't worry, we'll have more abs later. 3, and 2. Last one, and pull your knees all the way on in. Set your feet down, hold. Push into the ground with your hands to lift off the ground. Push. Come on back down, down. And push. You're still using your core. We're focusing on some tricep muscles here. Let those elbows bend back. Your fingertips face your bottom. Your bottom is down for these. Think about keeping your core engaged. Press. And you might have to adjust where your hands are at. For some of you, you might need to walk your hands back a little further to get more triceps. So think about feeling that for your body. If you're not feeling triceps as you push up, adjust where your hands are at. Take them back further or maybe bring them closer under your body. You're pressing back with those elbows. Push up. Woo! I'm feeling my triceps. Oh, I'm feeling it big time. Press. Eeks. Eeks. Woo! Ah! This is going to sculpt and tone and feel good later. 4 more. 4, then we keep it up. 3, then you're going to lift your hips, Steph. You're going to lift your hips. 2, you got this. Now last one, we come down. Push up, hold. Lift your hips, high table position. Get them up. Now bend those elbows down, up, down, up. 4, then I'm gonna have you adjust. 3, 2, last one, straighten your arms. Keep the hips up, but now shift them back and let them lower a little bit. Scoop your tailbone under, scoop your belly under. Push them back a little bit further. Scoop a little bit deeper, hold. Now little bends. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Look down towards your belly. Woo! Scoop those abdominals in tight. Your tush might hit the ground as you do this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. This is it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit on down. Roll your wrist. Turn yourself around. Come back to your forearm plank position. Forearms down, feet behind. More upper body and core. Neck is long, spine is long. We pike those hips up for 2 and down for 2. This time when we pike, we're on our forearms. So you're pushing away from the ground with your forearms. You're sliding your shoulder blades down your back, sliding your shoulders down away from your ears. Piking up using your strong core, strong upper body. Push. Ooh, this is a lot of shoulders, a lot of chest, a lot of back. We weren't using weights for the whole class, but I want to get you in that upper body work, and this is going to do it for you. Yes, you can see with Steph, as she lifts her hips, she's almost coming to like a shoulder stand type position where her hips are coming up so high that her shoulders are right over her elbows. I know, we're almost there. 2 more, 2. Last time. Set your knees down, hold your plank on your knees, just hold. Hold. Push down into your forearms, realign, reassess here. Neck is long, spine is long, belly is lifted. Hold. If it's available to you, lift those knees back up. Take your one hip, tap it down, lift it up. Tap. And you might not tap, you might just give a little swivel. It might just be a little swivel. Little swivel. And you can do this on your knees. You can give a little swivel to the side. Swivel. 4, then other side. 3, 2, other side. Swivel. Twist. Feel those obliques kicking. Remember, set your knees down if you need. You can always just hold your plank. You can hold your plank on your knees. You can take a little stretch if you need. 3, 2, side to side. Breathe, breathe, breathe through this. This is a final little blast for this plank work right now. Let's try to make it count. If you have to hold your plank, just hold it, but stay in that plank position if you can for just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, I'm right here with you. 2, and last one. Knees down. Take that lat stretch or child's pose stretch. Woo, we could use it. Take a few big inhales and exhales. Stretch those arms forward. Come onto your hands and knees for me. Open up one arm up to the sky, look up. Thread that arm under. Come back to the center. Other arm, lift up, thread back under. Take it back through center. One cat-cow, round the spine, scoop the abdominals, look under your belly. Press all the way through. From this point here, come back neutral. You're gonna lie down on your side. You have a choice. Your choice, a few choices, either propped up on your forearm. If your shoulders feel safe and comfortable with it, you're gonna stay propped up. You're gonna push away from the ground, lift the bottom of your waist. You're gonna have space between your ear and shoulder. If your shoulders just aren't having that today, you can go ahead and lay down on your arm or stretch your arm out and lay down on your arm. You're gonna extend your top leg out long below you. You're gonna give it a lift. Flex your foot and take that leg little pulses up, 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 up. This top arm is gonna push into the ground to support you. That bottom knee is pulled up. It's like a little tripod. It's offering you some support. I have my forearm down. I have my hand, then I have my knee, so I have my 3 points touching. Bottom of my waist is lifted. Top leg is lengthened. I'm watching that I'm staying parallel. What that means is that I'm not rolled back. I'm not rolled forward. My toe's not up or down. It's just facing forward, knee and toe. I have a lot of length behind my knee. So with Stephanie, you can see, even her quad muscle is contracted because she has so much energy through her legs, through her thighs. She's stretched out behind her knee. Her foot is flexed, really pushing the heel away, and her leg is in line with her hip. I'm fine with that, or even a little bit behind the hip, but not in front. We're gonna stay in line. Tiny pulses, up, up. Leg is gonna stay straight. We're gonna do straight presses back in 4, 3, 2, hold. Now press back, press back, press back. Think about this movement being initiated from under the base of your seat. Squeeze under the base of your seat to press that leg back. Think about it lengthening longer, down towards the opposite side of the room, and then that leg pressing and reaching back. Lengthen, press, reach. Lengthen, press, reach. Back. So remember I said that leg was parallel, and it is. In a moment, we are gonna go to an internal rotation as we tap forward and an external rotation as we tap back. And we'll get some pointing of the toes and some flexing of the feet. That's coming. We have 8, 7, 6, we're gonna start slow. 5, we'll point that toe in 4. 3, keep the bottom of your waist up. 2, hold back on 1. Point your toe, you're gonna tap forward, go internal rotation. Flex your foot, tap back, external rotation. Tap forward, turn out, tap back. So think internal, external rotation. One more, a little slower. Now just a little bit quicker. Forward and back. Going to the tempo of the music. Sweep forward, sweep it back. Form a little rainbow with that leg. Rainbow forward, rainbow back. Think about recruiting, not just glutes, not just outer thighs, but recruiting some of that inner thigh as well. Squeeze, squeeze through the thighs, through the glutes. Those hips are working hard. Hip stabilizers are working to support us to keep those hips stacked. If you're not sure if they're stacked, put your hands on your hips. Watch that they're not rolling forward or back. We have 10, 9. We're gonna lay on our back in just a few. 5, 4, then we lay on our back. 3, 2, last one. Pull that knee in, lie down on your back. Before we go to the other side, we'll have a quick little bridge series. Quick and fun. Take your feet down, arms by your side. I don't know if we'll think it's fun once we get going, but we'll try it. Take those hips, flat back bridge. We're gonna lift the hips up, down, up, up, up. So we're gonna lift a leg, and when we get to the point where we're lifting a leg, let's start on the leg that's on one side. Pick a leg. You're gonna work all the way through with that one leg before we move on to the other side. So it's a bit of a series here, but really isolating one side at a time. Squeeze your glutes as you lift those hips. Focus on keeping those hips level and even. Hands can even go on your hip bones as you lift and lower those hips. Squeezing under the base of your seat, pushing down, rooting down through your feet. Arms can be right down by your side, pushing into the ground to give you that support. There's nothing wrong with getting this support. Supporting the back body. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, keep those hips up. Pick a leg, lift it up to the sky. Pick it up, yep, lift it all the way up straight. I'm gonna go opposite of Steph at the moment here, so we don't kick legs when we get moving. Now hips are lifted, hips are level and even. Push down with your arms. You're gonna draw a baby circle, little, little. I want you to focus on that length of the leg. That circle's small. Imagine like a golf ball size. Small, small, same direction. Now stay in the same direction. Let's go to a soccer ball. Woo! So maybe you're going a little bit slower because it's a little bit bigger. Keep those hips up. Keep pushing into that heel. Big beach ball now, same direction. Round, round. Watch that your hip is staying lifted. Both hips, push into those arms. Big beach ball. 4, we reverse the beach ball. 3, 2, reverse that beach ball. Take it opposite direction. Round, round. I'm pushing into my arms. I can feel my triceps working. Feeling my back body working to support me. Soccer ball, rounds, rounds. All we have are those golf balls. We're so close. I'm thinking of spring sports, summer sports. Golf ball, little, 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 last 8, 7, 6, 5, foot down in 4, 3, 2, foot down. Hips come down and up. They're down. They're up. Work out some of that tension. Up, down, lift, lower. Up, down. Remember, if you're not sure if your hips are lifting and lowering at the same time, put your hands on your hip bones. Try this out. See if they feel even. Up, down. 4, and we're gonna hold the hips up. 3, 2, hold your hips up. Press your arms into the ground. Set your body up for success. Walk your feet a little bit closer. Push your heels into the ground to lift your hips a little bit higher. Push your arms down to support your back body. Lift that opposite leg up. Start with little circles, tiny. Take it round, round. Tiny. Medium size next. 4, 3, 2, medium size. Maybe a little bit slower because it's a little bit bigger. Keep rooting down through that foot, keeping those hips lifted. If it bothers your back, you can come to a low bridge or set your hips down. 4, 3, 2, bigger circles. Take it large as your body is gonna allow you right now. 4, 3, 2, reverse the circle. Take it round, large. If you have to set the hips down, this is what it would look like, and that's fine. 3, 2, medium circles. Take it round, round. All we have are those tiny circles. 4, 3, release the tension from your neck. 2, little circles, take it round, round. Dig deep, I know I'm sweating. Woo! 4, 3, 2, feet down. Shake those hips side to side. Just rock your hips side to side. We're gonna lay down facing the opposite direction. Prop yourself up, roll on over. I'm gonna turn around just so that I'm facing you. Forearms are down, or you can lay on your arm. Extend that top leg, pull your bottom knee under. Push into the ground. Flex your foot, tiny pulses up, up, up. It's not just up. Think about it as reach away, reach away. That heel is pushing out. My feet are flexed, my toes are pulling towards my ankles. My bottom of my waist is lifted. I'm pushing down through my forearm, or maybe I'm taking the choice to lay my head all the way down. That's okay too. Think about squeezing under the base of your seat. I'm gonna look down the line. When I look down the line of my leg, I see that my leg is in line with my hip. I see that my knees and toes are facing forward. They're not up, they're not down, they're facing forward. I'm pushing down through my top arm to support me, pushing down through my bottom arm for support. Bottom of my waist is lifted. Push, push, push. We're gonna keep the leg straight. That straight leg is gonna be pressing back behind our body. We'll initiate the movement from a squeeze and a contraction underneath the base of our seat. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, straight leg, push that heel back. Push that leg back. Keep that leg straight. Squeeze under the base of your seat. Keep pushing. How are you doing, Steph? Press, press. Woo, I'm trying to keep that leg lifted. It's tough. If you have to go lower with your leg, that's okay too. Obviously, the higher the leg, the more intense it's gonna feel. Press back, back, squeeze, squeeze. Last 8, 8, 7, point your toe in 6, 5, we'll come forward in 4, we'll go slow. 3, 2, point your toe. You're gonna take it forward, toe is down, internal rotation of the thigh, back behind, toe is up. External rotation, my hip is still stacked. Lift up through the center point, lift up through the center flex. Up through the center point forward, up through the center flex back. Now a little bit quicker, forward, back. I have my hand on my hip, just to make sure that my hips are staying exactly where they should be, which is stacked on top of each other. Oh, this burns so good. Forward and back. My waist is still lifted. I'm still pushing down. My ears away from my shoulder. Shoulder away from my ear. Last 10, 9, 8, 7. We're gonna lay on our backs in 6, 5. We'll get a stretch in 4, 3, 2. Last 1, and bring that knee in. Lay all the way on your back. Cross one ankle over the opposite thigh. Hug those knees in tight. You can grab underneath that thigh and pull your knees in. You can curl up to deepen the stretch. You can even take one of your hands and push out against that opposite knee to get that deeper stretch as you pull in. Lay all the way down. Switch. Hug the knees in. You can even curl up to deepen it. Open that knee out. Square those hips off. Set both feet back down. Hands come behind your head. Feet are down on the ground. Hands behind your head to support your head. Interlace your fingers if you'd like. I want you to think about this. Press your head back into your hands. Now crunch up using your abdominals, but keep your head pressing back into your hands. Scoop your abdominals, curl up another inch. Lower back down. Again, slow. Press your head back into your hands. Slide your rib cage down, draw your abdominals in. So make this lift from the abdominals, not from you pulling on your head. Lower back down. One more time, slow. Exhale, crunch up. Lower back down. Now let's crunch to tempo. We take it up, down. Feet are flat on the floor. You're supporting your head. You're sliding your abdominals down. Exhale, draw your belly back. As you slide those abdominals down and under the rib cage, I want you to think, draw your waist in from all sides. Scoop and draw in. You're gazing towards your thighs each time you crunch up. Walk your feet closer together. Lift your knees in a table. If this bothers your back, your feet stay down. If it bothers your neck, bring your feet up and you could do reverse crunches instead. So if you need a little break for your neck, do some reverse crunches, then when you're ready, pick it back up. Eight. 5, 4, head down in 3, keep it down in 2, last 1, your head comes down, legs go up towards the sky, hold. We're gonna windmill these legs. I'm gonna walk you through it, I'm gonna talk you through it. Lower your right leg down, hold. It's hovering above the ground. Now open your legs to a wide V and now your right leg comes up. And then the left leg lifts. Left leg down. Open to a wide V, the right leg is low now, and then it lifts. Right leg down, open, left leg up, now left leg down. Open wide. We're gonna stay with this very slowly. I want you to think about keeping the spine lengthened and long. Think about drawing your waist in from all sides, not just the sides of your body, the front and the back. Think about the crown of your head lengthening out in opposition of your tailbone. And it's okay. If you get a little mixed up with the legs, no big deal. My focus right now is on you controlling this movement. Really no movement. I want the spine and the pelvis to have no movement. This movement is coming through the legs, through the lower body, hinging away from your torso, which is how we're gonna work in this flat back position to get to the transversus abdominis, the deep powerhouse core muscles. That's what we're doing. Nice, Steph. When I look at Stephanie, I see her rib cage is connected. I see that her low deep belly is staying drawn back. We only have a few more. We're gonna end with a little blast. One more. Take your knees into table position. Hands behind your head. Crunch up, hold. We bicycle with crisscrosses, opposite elbow to knee. We take it, twist, 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 twist. We're gonna be here for a little bit. Option one, stay with this. Option two, go a little bit quicker. Switch, switch, switch. Your range of motion might get smaller. The faster you go, the smaller it's gonna be. Let's try to power through. We only have a little bit more. 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and release. Arms up overhead. Legs out below. Woo, take a big inhale and exhale. Now is the time. Let the rib cage open, let the low back arch. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Keep that left leg out long. Really hug that right knee in. Lengthen out. Feel the front of that thigh get a stretch on that left side as you pull that right knee in tighter. Slide that right leg out long. Slide your right knee in. Hug it in as tight as you can get it. As tight as you can get it. Pull both knees in. Roll on up. Take your feet out behind you. Come onto your hands and knees. I'm gonna have you tuck your toes under, lift your knees, come to a plank. Step your right foot forward, hold. Take your left hand on the ground, open up your right arm to the sky. Bend that right elbow and take the knuckles of your right hand behind your low back, twist open deeper. Take your right hand back up, back down to the ground, step your right leg back, left foot up, left arm up. Bend the left elbow, take your knuckles to your low back. Lift that left arm back up, take the left hand back down. Step your left foot behind you, pike your hips up for down dog. Hold, pedal your legs. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Hold this forward fold. Start to roll up slow and controlled. Let your head lift last, let your head lift last. Lift your head, turn to face forward. Big inhale, arms up. Hold one wrist, side bend up and over, stretch, lengthen. Big inhale, arms up again. Grab a hold of the opposite wrist. Exhale, side bend up and over. Big inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms lower. Take your hands behind your back. Clasp them together. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart. If you feel safe and comfortable with this, you can let your head drop back. Then nod your chin towards your chest. Roll back down. Lift your arms up high. Unclasp your hands, take your hands wide into the ground. Take your hands, clasp them together, push them down towards the ground. Keep that press, keep that energy as you roll back up. Push, push. Big inhale, arms back up to the sky. Exhale, arms lower. And you completed your class for today. Great job.